Okay folks, we have a bit of a mission this morning. It's about, what time is it? It's about a little after 10 o'clock. We left Kerry at about 8 o'clock, I suppose. We're here in Galway racecourse and I got an invite. It's here. VIP ticket. It's upside down by me. It starts way backwards in the camera with number 1 on it. From Tom at Irish Vintage Scene, our own local Irish magazine. And yeah, so we're going to go in. I was never here before. I promised myself I would come a few times. And yeah, we're going to go in and check out the situation and see what it is. There's a bit of a queue here in front of me, but I can skip all that. You can see all the cars there behind me. There's a massive queue of people already queuing up to get in here. And yeah, so let's go in, check it out, give a like, give a subscribe as they all say, and we'll see what's inside. Apparently there's tractors, cars, there's stationary engines, there's something for everyone. We might just give a quick walk over and look at the selection of cars first, and yeah, we'll see you there at auction in a few minutes.
Period.
We're great.
It's a video. Period.
We're great.
It's a video.
Well folks, we're in Classic Fest, as you probably know at this stage. Galway racecourse. I just came straight over here to the car section and I'm just going to give one quick run through the cars. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. You'll see the crowd is really starting to gather now, and the cars are still coming in. At the moment at about 11 o'clock there is probably somewhere in the region of I would say at least 500 cars here. We came right down the back and we'll just give a quick walk down through the cars, and we'll head over then towards the tractors, and there's a couple of steam engines here just about to come in as well. As you can see, there is cars for absolutely everyone. I just give a quick swing around here. There's everything from Sierras to Mercedes to Triumphs. I actually give a quick walk through the cars on my way up here. There's a good shot of American cars. There's a nice 144 Volvo there in the middle of the screen. I see down the back as well there was a P1800, a couple of Fiats, a good couple of Eastern European cars as well. I see a nice Citroen over there, if you can see the orange one. Jags, Fords, good couple of camper vans, Triumphs, and absolutely everything else that you can imagine. Like I said, it's about 11, half 11. I'm here in about a half an hour and it is just, it's fabulous. I think this fella has his bonnet open. I think she's a nice looking car. An Aston, is it an Aston 7? I'm not a car guy, so I don't know. Yeah. Mercedes, Toyota Corollas. There is cars of all generations here. Like I said to you, I'm most certainly not a car guy, even though I've had a couple of vintage cars. I had a 144 Volvo and I had an Aston 1100 a couple of years back. There's all generations, all ages, everything here. There's literally a car for everyone. And then outside, in the outside, which we might get to see, they kind of have a specialised car zone. There's MR2s, Toyotas, there's Fords, there's everything. There's just, I see there's a couple of nice vintage trucks coming in above as well. We'll just give one quick walk up and give a look at the trucks and the tractors and maybe the steam engines after that. How you doing folks? Just before we get to the tractors, there's a selection of horse-drawn implements here. We'll give a quick look through them. That's a skeever, I would have called it. It was for cutting the weeds off the side of the drills. Here we have a seeder and we have a scuffler, and here we have the old This would be the turf wheelbarrow and the old slawns. And up along here then we have a selection of stationary engines. All different types, all different makes, all different brands, all the way up along. All putting away doing their thing. We have a Woolsey, there's a couple of Listers, and a couple of more things like that all the way up along. And here we have the first of the trucks that came in this morning. She's a Kenworth, guaranteed to be an American import, nothing ever sold in Ireland. She's, I would imagine she's sometime in the late 60s, early 70s. With a very nice David Brown 990. Gerard Cogan and Sons, French Pack County Roscommon. So well done to Gerard for coming all the way to Galway. You know, I think I travelled more. We came up from Kerry this morning. We just have slightly over 200 miles. This yoke, I was looking at this while ago when we came in first. She's actually four-wheel steer. The front axle steers and the back axle steers. And on the back we have again a Ferguson diesel. She's an ACE road train, that's what she is, lads. Molly Malone, built in 1923. Of the tractors. Like, what a sight they must have been 100 years ago on the roads of Ireland. Righto folks, fantastic looking clean 35. Universal 445. A Fiat 8090 or a New Holland 8090 Fiat Agri. She's on grass tyres, front linkage. She is an exceptionally clean tractor. All these tractors rotted, even though the cabs were zinced after, I think it was 1993, but they still rotted. And then next to that you have the Porsche, an AP22 or AP 2.2, I presume it's 2.2 engine, an air-cooled engine built by Porsche again in Germany. Here we have a petrol paraffin or TVO 20 diesel. The tractor that was the backbone of Ireland for probably 20 or 30 years. Actually, we'll give one quick look at the 3-point linkage in this. What a lot of people don't actually realise is Harry Ferguson designed the 3-point linkage, the 3 points there onto the transport box, and that was it's actually fitted to every tractor along here, and it's still the same to this day. We have an Itcher. It looks to be air cooled again, more than likely a German import at some stage. Actually, Germany had a colossal amount of tractor manufacturers. I'm not exactly too sure of the number, but they had an unbelievable amount. All small little tractors like this that were there after World War II. And again, the same 3-point linkage on that as on Harry Ferguson's 20 TVO. Nice Ford 4.6. Of course, Ford and Harry Ferguson ended up in court over the 3-point linkage. Harry Ferguson and Ford had a handshake agreement that went sideways, and that went out the window, but they ended up in court, and Harry Ferguson did so much advertising to blacken Ford's name. People decided it must have been a good tractor, so they ended up buying the Fords. Here we have a Massey 65, absolutely fantastic looking tractor as well. This one here now is an 1135. She's a big beast of a tractor. 1135 Massey. I made a few videos there of Michael Graney. You might have seen some of them. Michael Graney apparently bought an 1135 new in around 1977, and his father was going to the creamery, and he actually put the bull tank onto the back of the 1135. They never came with a pickup hitch, they only always came with a drawbar. This is obviously an import, which is 79G. And last in the line with the John Deere 3130. Fantastic looking tractor again. Massey 135 was the step up from the 35 and the 35X, and they were both, the 35X was a step up from the 20 diesel. Here we have a rather unusual tractor to Ireland. I'd say possibly never sold new in Ireland. It was a universal, enough wheeled Universal 4 I was going to say. It's a Nuffield 460 four-wheel drive. I know they're fairly plentiful in Italy. There's one or two of them for sale on the internet, but it would have been a very rare tractor in this day around here. The Fortson Major four-wheel drive was a kind of a common enough one, but not the Universal, or not the Nuffield, sorry, Universal 4 I keep thinking.
One more now, big smile. Look at me. Look at me. I want to look at this one.
A Fortson Super Major.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I like that. No.
And we have another Ferguson TVO. The Kenworth. We have a 1989 Volvo, an FL10, and we have a Scania issue 144 touches 92. We have an interesting looking Bedford fire engine here, lads. Have I ever seen anything like it before? We have a Renault. And now we're into the tractors. A savage looking miniature steam engine. You can see the size of it there compared to the full-size steam engine. All hand-built, I've no doubt. They're all hand-built, but just, yeah. Okay folks, job done. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the bit of footage we got. I don't know what's there, maybe there's 15 or 20 minutes of footage if I get my face on the screen. Fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Would I come again next year? Yes, I will. Absolutely well worth it, great causes. Tom there from the Irish Vintage Scene is an absolute gentleman. I met him there inside, I was talking to him for a few minutes, and we're just talking about everything else, talking about whatnot, talking about his magazine, and it's a fantastic magazine. Actually, Tom, thank you very much, because he actually gave me a 6-month subscription to Irish Vintage Scene. Of course, Irish Vintage Scene is our own Irish magazine, and it's available in most good newsagents or bookshops. But he took my name, took my address, took everything, and he wrote me down for a 6-month subscription. So I'll be getting the Irish Vintage Scene magazine in the post I usually buy it in the local supermarket or the local shop below where I'm living. And I also buy that other magazine, it's Retro Classics that they have. So yeah, it's well worth subscribing to, especially if you're from Ireland. And give a like, give a subscribe, as they say. And I'm nearly back in the car. We have a 2-hour journey now back home, back to County Kerry. So we'll go from there. And like that, thanks again, just to give you an idea of the volume of people that are here. There's actually an unbelievable volume. I'm just going to turn the camera around and give you a quick look at the volume. This is the cars. There's cars all around the place. There's cars in every direction. It's a fantastic day out. Like I said, would I come again? Absolutely, 110%. I will be here again. I will be here next year. And yeah, there's something maybe for you to consider next year. If I can, maybe something for you to consider next year, or maybe you might come up there yourself. Again, thanks to Tom, and thanks to all the lads at Irish Vintage Scene, and thanks to the staff and the stewards and everything that made this day a success. It's about 1:30 in the day. We're heading home as we have about 2 hours of a drive to Kerry. So yeah, thanks to everyone, and thanks to Tom again. And that's kind of it. I don't really know any more of them, but like I said, I got a 6-month subscription to for my journey up here. So check it out. Check out Irish Vintage Scene if you want to there. You get it in your local supermarket. You can only buy one. There's something in it for everyone, and it's a good quality magazine. And I've sent in a couple of articles to Tom and to Andy there, and even sent in a couple of pictures, and they've been more than willing to publish them and maybe give me a bit of credit on the magazine for them. So thanks for that, lads. And there's still a couple of cars coming. There's still people coming here. So give a like, give a subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Period.
Well, great.
Is a video.